Where did I get that one? Oh, do I still have it in the... I don't. Oh, I was going to show you one of... Maybe I just simply don't have it. Did I load it? I thought I had loaded it. Chloe. No, I don't want to talk about Chloe. Chloe's an idiot. Is this it? Oh, does the master have a point? Is that...
To a couple of his fans on the street. These two...
Okay, that's not it. I don't want to... I'm done with fucking Rob anyways. No, I was just going to point out there's a video floating around with Nick Freitas, who actually I don't have too much of a problem with Nick Freitas. My only problem is there's no plan. I love how this is like the one thing about the gentle manosphere is that it's got to be it's prioritizing these really kind of aspects of like masculinity that are supposed to be. Oh wait, I got it. Hold on, it's right on my desktop. God damn it! Hang on. I knew I dragged it over here. Like, why am I not finding it? It's on my desktop. Yeah, because I really wanted to show you this one. Okay, this is good.
Crashed for the last 20 years, whether it's through academia, whether it's through Hollywood, whether it's through the corporate world. And I really just wanted young men to understand that, no, we need them to be masculine. We need them to be strong. We need them to be capable. This idea that masculinity is toxic is absolutely absurd. You need to develop these capabilities so that you can actually be someone that can honor God.
Okay, my question is this. Okay, he's going to play the God card. That's a given. What are those capabilities? Tying a tie, changing a tire. What are those capabilities? It's like, God damn it, man. It's like the reason why guys got together in the manosphere in the first place was to like just talk about objective realities, man. What and why is that any different than what's going on in just the manosphere in general? Do you even know what's going on? Well, we need men to be men again. Well, yeah, we've been talking about that since 2015, 2016. We need more. We don't need less masculinity. We need more. And we can also analyze toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity is bullshit. I thought that I looked this up actually. It was on Perplexity. It was I looked up toxic masculinity because I had heard that it was created or was coined by feminists who were referring to prisoners in penitentiaries or something like that, like their behaviors and stuff, but it wasn't. It was actually this sort of like male feminist from the 80s who actually came up with toxic femininity, or toxic masculinity. But let me go.
Can be a good husband, that can be a good father, that can be the sort of person that your community and your country can rely upon. And as you
okay, so essentially be a good servant. Don't think about yourself, think about everybody else. Get back on the fucking plantation. To be a real man is to be back on the fucking plantation. Put others in front of yourself and don't think and just be selfless. Be sacrificial. Servant leader. You can be I love how they got to throw leader in there. Well, guess what? Leadership implies subordinates. Are we ever going to talk about that at some point? I would love to get down to brass tacks. Like, what's the fucking plan?
See what's going on in places like Virginia right now. Now more than ever, we need men to be able to step into those positions and say, no, I'm going to be personally responsible for taking care of, for protecting, for providing my family.
And yet, how are you going to do that? So I'm sure there are plenty of guys who take care of their family. I've been married for 30 some odd years now. Take care of my family and my extended family and my pets who haven't shown up yet. Why? Where does that come from? What are you going to do? Like it's so much, right? When guys on this side of the fence, like I hit on the liberal side. Now I'm punching to the right now. What's the plan? Where are you going with this?
And what this book is I got about 53 chapters where I just talk about various things that I've learned, oftentimes the hard way, from being a Green Beret, from going to combat, from being in elected office, from being a husband for almost 27 years now, from being a father.
So we've basically reduced masculinity to winning an argument fairly. No one's ever good. No one's doing that, by the way. Plan the perfect date. I will guarantee you that is some combination of the most simpish, most beta blue pill shit you can possibly imagine. Win a fight. Well, it's funny because a lot of the guys in the manosphere are they like martial arts. I personally watched HS Tiki Taki beat the living tar out of fucking John Zerka. They know how to fight, so fighting that's not unique. Prepare a steak, which I'm about to do. I think I'm going to go do that. I think I could probably figure that out on YouTube, but that must be a masculine. That's conventional masculinity. And pit a car. Pit a car? As in, like, fix a car. My brother and I've been fixing cars for forever, man. Does that make us real men?
22 years. This is the stuff that, again, a lot of it I think is good for young men to know.
No, what it does, Nick, is it makes you ridiculous, is what it does. It makes you ridiculous. It reduces people. You know what I love? This it's like the most ironic thing in the fucking world is whenever I get criticized for the red pill or the praxeology of the red pill, it's usually people who don't know that it's a praxeology in the first place. But they have a problem. John Zerka does not know how to fight. You are one. You know what? Here you go. Hold on. Hold on. We've got chat of the chat. We've got the post of the chat for this show. This wins best post. Congratulations, you win best post, and that's the show. Oh man, but it's reductionist, and that's one thing that everybody talks about. It's like, oh well, the red pill, those guys are so reductionist, so diminishing, so like you learned a new word, reductionist. Okay, we're not saying anything different than we've like. I don't think anybody who's on the prescriptive side of the red pill, which I don't think I am, but like on the prescriptive side of things, I think as close to prescriptions as I get is the 9 iron rules of Tomasi. And I look at those in terms of like the 48 laws of power. You don't have to use them. They're just observations. They seem like best practices, right? Third iron rule of Tomasi. I should do a whole show on iron rules, shouldn't I? Because it's been a while. Third iron rule. If any woman who is making you wait to have sex, the sex is never worth the wait. Period. Would you like to have a really drawn out debate about that? Because I am just itching for it right now. That's as close as, like I said, I didn't say don't. I said it's just never worth the wait. Was it iron rule of Tomasi number 7? Never root through garbage once you've taken the can to the curb. That is about trying to rekindle dead relationships. It's never because your neighbors see a rooter and it's never what you thought it was. It is time better spent developing new, fresh relationships than it is trying to disentangle and figure out what went wrong in another one. It will always be there. What's pit a car, right? I don't know what pit a car is. What the fuck is that? Like be on a pit crew? Is that what? Or do you mean like pit a car? But God damn it. Now I'm going to have to look this up. Pit a car. Pit maneuver, precision immobilization technique, a law enforcement tactic used to stop a fleeing vehicle by causing it to spin out. You should learn how to pit a car. It's a pit maneuver is what it's called. Precision immobilization technique. That's what pit a car is. So, okay, you know what? I'll give you that one. You're right. Every man, if you're a real man, you should learn how to use the police maneuver to immobilize a car to cause the car to spin out, to pit a car. I don't know. I don't think he means change a tire. I think he means actually, literally, how to force a car off the road by causing it to spin out. I'm going with it. Yes. All right. So you want the simple answer here? Here's the simple answer. Beta over alpha. The reason why women choose betas over alphas, they don't. They wouldn't necessarily choose to, and they're not today. And that's what's throwing a lot of people off. In fact, everything that we've had, like here, we're going to bring it full circle. Everything I've talked about thus far in this show today has led back to this one question. Why women choose betas over alphas? They don't. But the gentle manosphere would have you believe that they do. They would have you believe that the women are wonderful.